Good morning. I'm back with another floss tube. I did not get a lot of sleep last night because, I live in Concord, North Carolina, right by the Charlotte Motor Speedway. It's literally around the corner from me. It takes me 3 minutes to drive there. And that's stopping at a red light. And I started dozing off. In that nice little dozens where you're asleep but not fully asleep. And then boom, 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 they did fireworks. It was at 11 o'clock last night. I was not a happy camper because we had our windows open. Then the dogs started going crazy because they don't like fireworks. Then I couldn't get to sleep. And I finished an ebook. Then started a new one. Then I gave up after laying there for a couple of hours. And I came down and started another book. When you can't sleep, you can't sleep. I finally went to sleep about 2:30. So, it is what it is. But anyway, this is my floss tube where I talk about my cross stitching and my other hobbies like reading. Sometimes quilting, sometimes crochet, but mainly it's been reading and cross stitching lately. And this is season 5, episode 20. Yeah, so. So here we go. Last week I did how many stitches in all? I did 6,635 in all. So I had a good week. And I also finished some sows. Well, made some goals. One of my goals was to finish the chatelaine water garden sow part for May. So, I did. Is that not gorgeous? I stitched 1,035 stitches to finish it off. I loved it. Now, what's the chances that will be the screen grab? None. But it is what it is. Then I worked on, baby, you need to chill, okay? Lay down, lay. There's no more fireworks. That was last night. I just mentioned them. Okay, lay down, right there, right there, right there. Lay down, good girl. Okay, then I worked on my Mermaid Biscornu, which I did 3,200 stitches, and I finished it. This is by the Tiny Modernist. I loved it. I loved it. So, in the pattern, all of them are pink, but I changed it to alternate between pink and purple. And instead of stitching the flowers, I put these beads on. And then on the bottom, I added the beads too. And I love the dimensional effect they give. I love it. So that's another chance for a good screen grab. But it's not going to happen because, that's my luck. Then I worked on my Jelly Roll, the HAED style, and I made another goal. I finished the whole top row. So this is 4 pages and then a sliver of a page. Done. I love it. And then I started on the second row. So I think it's around 3,000 stitches for this month, so I'm going to keep working on it today. I'm hoping to get this first column done because it's right here on the edge. And then keep working my way over. So, I did 2,400 stitches on it. Stay. Okay. There. And that's it. That's all my stitches. Now, somebody asked me about my cards. Like, okay, this is the Mermaid one. Okay, has all the info. I put, well, first thing I did was I opened Google Docs and I made it into 4 columns on the page. That way it would be the width I needed it to be to fit on the cards. I got these cards, they're just little flash cards. Came in 50 to a pack. I got from Temu. They've got all different colors. I got white, blue, and purple. My whites are 2021. My blues were 2022 and 2023. My purples, 2024 and 2025 starts. So, what I did, okay, get back on there. There. I took and put the name of the whip, the designer, the date I started it, the size, and the fabric I was stitching on. After I got a full page, I printed them out on sticker paper and just cut them out and stuck them on a card. It was real easy to make these cards. It was just time consuming. Then I took the pictures and I resized each of the pictures to make sure they would fit on the card. In another Google Doc, just added the pictures, resized them so they would all fit on the card, and then I printed them out, cut them out, and stuck them on the cards. Now, I got this done, so I'm going to start a journal, which I had planned on doing it in, where did that journal go? Ah, here it is. In this one, but I started using this for something else this weekend. So I've got to figure out which journal I'm going to do it in. But I'm going to stick this on there, maybe in a little envelope so you can see both sides. And then stick a picture of the finished whip next to it. And it's going to be my finishing journal. So that's it. I'm happy. But yeah, these I mainly used to pick out which ones I want to use, and it's easy to give you the picture and the info, just like that. So yeah, so that's it. Very easy to do, just time consuming. Okay, so books. I finished reading Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, which is a Carissa Broadbent, and the next one in the series is The Songbird and the Heart of Stone. So I'm going to start reading it this week. Hopefully. Then I listened to, and then the ebooks, I finished 2 ebooks last week. The Disappearance of Vanessa Shaw, which was a recommendation with moderators through Ghost Goobers Reading Challenge. forget which one. And I really liked it. And the author has another series, and I'm going to start reading that series. And they're short, easy books. And then I finished The Turtle Boy, which I'll explain why I picked that one in a second. And I finished that last night. It was only 110 pages, so it did not take all that long. Then audio books. I listened to 3 different audio books last week. I had planned on finishing Onyx Storm, but I didn't even get to Onyx Storm. And the book club was yesterday for crafting books. So I didn't make it, so I didn't go. Plus, I was busy with other things, please. So. But I did listen to Fourth Wing, which, of course, was a 5-star for me. I'm sorry. I loved it. Then I listened to Good Girl, Bad Blood, which is the second one for the A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. And I really liked that one, too. I gave it 4 stars. Then I finished Iron Flame, which was another 5 stars for me. So Slaying the Vampire Conqueror, I gave 4 stars. Disappearance of Vanessa Shaw, 4 stars. The Turtle Boy, 3 stars. So I got 1, 2, 3 4 stars, 2 5 stars, and 1 3 star last week. I don't think that's bad. Now, these are all the books I was supposed to read. All of them. I'm pretty sure I won't get these done this week, but I'm going to try and finish these down here out. Yeah. Try. If I don't get them, it's okay. It's just for fun. But for next month for my reading, I'm going to concentrate on series. I want to finish up some of the series I've got started. Yeah. Also, now I've got my physical TBR. Right? I've been doing really good with it. Let's see. Yeah, I have not even marked off some of these yet. So, yeah, I've got more to color in on here. But here is a picture of my bookshelf of all the books, from my physical books that I have not read yet. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. And on that shelf, there's Harry Potter. Well, it's 2 shelves. The Harry Potter don't count. I've read them all. I'm just rereading them. And that's part of the problem. I like to reread. I do like to reread. But a friend of mine mentioned how she's got a lot of Kindle books that she's gotten free or paid for and hasn't read. So it made me go look on mine. Last year and this year, I've been reading less ebooks. Before, I read most of them. So it sent me down a rabbit hole. So this is my TBR journal. I went through and copy and pasted all of my Kindle and book funnel, all my ebooks. And I printed 2 pages on each sheet of paper so they would fit in here. So it's really tiny print. And I did it in a spreadsheet, but I got it so I have a place to check mark, the title, the author, the year I got it, and which place it is, Kindle or book funnel, are the 2 main. I'm also going to do a list for all my audiobooks that I own, and my physical TBR shelf I'm also going to put in here. Now, I already added books on the side. I left a little bit of room for each letter, but like I've already marked off the disappearance of Vanessa Shaw. I have read like 300 of my ebooks. I have 856 that I have not. That's not acceptable. And that's what I own, whether I got them for free or I paid for them. And I've been buying ebooks since 2012. The older years, there's less that I haven't read. Last year and this year is where I've really racked up a lot of books. I blame it on the stuff your Kindle days. Because I got a lot of books on those days. And I have not been reading them. So I want to read them. So what I'm doing is I'm going to alternate between the Kindle Unlimited, which I have been reading more of, and the ones I own. I'm going to alternate them. I'm going to spin the wheel, pick a letter, and look through which one looks good to me. And that's how I'm going to pick the books. Look to what I want to read. So, I spun the wheel yesterday, and it was for a tea. So I started looking, and the oldest tea I had, I think it was the oldest tea I had. Yeah, was Turtle Boy, a Timmy Quinn series, book 1, by Keelan Patrick Buke. So I've had it since 2012, and I haven't read it. So last night I decided, yeah, it's a little horror story. Only 110 pages. I knew it wouldn't take me long, and I finished it last night. Easy read. It wasn't bad. 3.5 stars. But it did not grip me enough that I want to continue with the series. And that's okay. So, I got the books that I own. Another one marked off already. Then I went to my Kindle Unlimited, and I decided I'm going to pick one of the teas, because on my Amazon, when I see a book that is Kindle Unlimited that I want to read, I have a list to read, my TBR, for my Kindle Unlimited. So they're not all added, because you can only add 20 at a time. So I decided to look for one in the tea. So I started looking at, started reading Thornwood Academy, Never Say Die. Yeah. So I'm going to read it. It's only 200 and something pages, so it should not take me long. But that, I'm going to alternate between the unlimited and the ones I own, so I can get some of these knocked down. But after I couldn't fall back to sleep, and I gave up, I came downstairs, but I was not ready to start this one. The one I wanted to start, Diary Bound. I heard about this book through one of the book clubs, and I was just going to get the ebook. And then I started hearing all kinds of good stuff about it. Oh, it's got a scratch. Oh well. And I decided to buy me the physical book. And I'm loving it. I'm not very far in it because I finally got sleepy and I went to sleep. But I did start it last night. This is an indie author. And if I would have known, I would have bought it straight from them, but I did not think of that. I bought it with gift cards anyway, off of Amazon. But I could have bought it from her, signed, and I should have done that. But anyway, I found out last week it was picked up by a traditional publishing company, so now it's going to be republished traditionally. So I'm glad I got the indie copy. And so far, I am enjoying it. Let's see. I think that's it. I am glad that the race is over. So maybe now traffic will ease up. You do not want to be out on the road around here when a race is going on, because it is absolutely horrible. When a race is coming for that whole weekend, we don't leave the house except for her to go to work. Okay, Blue, give me a minute. Give me a minute. Because the traffic is so bad and the stores are literally packed. We stay home. So, something else that did not help with my sleep last night. Our neighbor here was renting the place and they moved out. And they left a piano. And new people had bought the house. And they put the piano at the end of the road with a sign, free. Anyone can come pick it up. It was between 10 and 10:30. And all of a sudden, I start hearing music, piano music. A couple of guys pulled up and started playing the piano. This is at 10:30 at night. My window's open. It's right in front of my house, so yes, I heard it. They weren't bad. And they tried to load it into their truck, and they could not lift it. So the piano is still out there. I'm still hoping somebody will take it because it is a shame, because there's nothing wrong with it. Lisa said if I could figure out where to put it in the house, we can get it ourselves. But one, I don't know how to play anymore. I forgot a long time ago. Played as a kid. Two, I've been trying to think of where, and I cannot think of anywhere but in the garage, and I don't want to put a piano in the garage. No. I would want it in the house where I could play it to relearn. So we're not getting it. It is on wheels, so once you get it where you're going, it's okay. It's just lifting it into the truck or something, and they weren't able to do it. So yeah, last night was a loud night. But anyway, I hope everyone has a blessed day, and I will see you next week. Hit like and subscribe and join me again.